Next, I wanted to get into love versus lust, right? Love versus lust is unfortunately have to go through because, every single day we got a thought process. Every single day we got something that is, looking to keep us off track and keep us on track, right? So why not get into the mode of just knowing what type of level of attraction or affection you're giving to people? Last thing you want to do is fall into lust with people. You want to fall in love with people. So being in position to be able to know the difference is key in knowing how you want your relationship goals to play out, right? Who's that someone for you, right? Having somebody in your corner, having somebody to love you for you is the benefit of being with somebody important who actually knows you and actually cares about you. You don't want to be in a love triangle. You don't want to be in a position where you're made to look like a fool. Everybody needs to know their value in general. If you don't know your value, then what is there to you, right? So getting to know you in the process of everything and allowing other people to know who you are in the process of everything will allow that connection and that chemistry, that attraction, that easy flowingness of whatever it is that you want to establish with that person to go through with ease. And also as well, if you keep a good eye for good looking people who got good attitudes and positive spirits, then you'll be an individual that's ahead of the pack in the game of love, because it's a hard game. It's a hard game to play. This game of love is again a hard game to play. I even remember, let me cut this off. I even remember a time when I was with a certain individual, and I was in a position to where I can love and be my very best self, and it didn't turn out to be the way that I wanted it to be. It turned into a chess match about who can do the most for themselves individually, and in a relationship like that, it's very toxic. You don't want to be in something like that where it seems like you're the only one putting in the work. But at the same time, you have to be considerate of yourself so that you don't make yourself seem like, you're losing out when really you should be in a win-win situation. One of the greatest things I ever heard was, if you let a bird go and it comes back, it's yours. But if the bird doesn't come back, then it was never yours in the first place. So again, you have to learn how to let things and people go. These relationships are here, but they're not here to stay. You're not here to stay. So being more aware about who you're involved with and who you're loving and who you're maybe even lusting, it helps you to serve you better, because, you are obligated to your own success inside and out, no matter what. And don't be in a position to give too much of yourself when no one else is going to give the same amount of energy back to you, right? It's all about the same amount of energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not in a position to give the same amount of energy, then why give your energy? Like, imagine being at an oil reserve and there's no oil. Imagine being at an oil reserve and there's no oil. It doesn't make sense. So you cannot give away your oil reserves. The things that keep you flowing and running, you have to look at it as an opportunity for you to to be able to share the wealth, but do it little by little. Do it little by little. If you share the wealth little by little, then you'll have a lot to give in the end. But if you give it all away in the beginning, then you will have nothing in the end. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But if I'm right, then please say I'm right. That's crazy. And just kind of circling back, I was just thinking about the way that, job security and things like that, tying that into with love and lust. So together or separate is a great thing. You want to have a job and you want to be secure. And you want job security. And the same way how we search out for job security is how we need to search out our partners when we're looking for a partner. We got to think about, all right, so what do it take to apply for this job? What do I want from this job? Where is this job located? Am I available for transportation to get here and there from this job? All these questions, all these things that you're thinking about, you have to put that same type of in-depth thinking to who you're loving or who you're lusting. Like, ask yourself, do I see myself as someone to love or to lust for? Do you see yourself as somebody that's either qualified to be lusted for or to be loved on? It's all about your self-image too at the end of the day. I was just talking about supporting local businesses, and you have to, think you supporting local businesses in your area is, and you supporting your love interest for yourself and towards someone else is almost the exact same thing, because either one of those two things combined can be a benefit to your overall progress for not only your surroundings, but also for your inner person. And just trust and believe that everything that you're doing is not for nothing. It's a lot of people that is waiting, for a relationship. You got a lot of people that's been celibate, abstinent. You got a lot of people practicing new ways of going about relationships. Maybe not being so overly giving in the beginning, or maybe not being so overly open in the beginning. It's all different types of ways that you can go about, but you want to pick the best way. You want the best way. And my best way is just waiting, wait it out, get to know the person, let that person get to know you, go on dates. I wouldn't say go on trips yet. You want to be comfortable with the person, but at the same time, spend a lot of time with that person, be open, be honest, ask that person to be open and be honest, and then just watch what happens. I guarantee you will be off to a better relationship in no time. All right. So now, before I get off into my last segment, I just wanted to break off and just let you guys know I got a new single out right now called I'm On the Way. And with this new song being called I'm On the Way for show. So this is my new single, I'm On the Way, featuring Crystal Renee. Check it out right now. Hey, sweetheart.
Hey, baby.
What's the need?
So, I kind of want to see you tonight.
But
I know you gotta work, but I made your favorite Alfredo.
Wow, you just had to say that. Alright, you got me. I'm on the way. She hates when I leave and she loves when I stay. Make a mad dash just to kiss her on her face. She rubbing on my body just to take the stress away. She makes me to never want this moment to fade. She hates when I leave and she loves when I stay. Make a mad dash just to kiss her on her face. She rubbing on my body just to take the stress away. She makes me to never want this moment to fade. I go crazy. Every time I think about the fact you my lady. Start blushing, I start mushing. Every time you squeeze me, it feels like I'm gushing. I can't stop, you gon' be my lunch. Well, you don't even dance well, but you can cook. Hell, I'd rather have that than be somewhere and raise bell. I'm happy I got cake now to take you on dates now. I'm on the way. Every time you see me, you grabbing my clothes. Make me sit down, then I call you to go. Put on that Netflix and I will survive. Then we start kissing, we in for the night. Every time you see me, you grabbing my clothes. Make me sit down, then I call you to go. Put on that Netflix and I will survive. Then we start kissing, we in for the night. When we made love, it's like taking a flight. When I be with you, don't know where to go. Make me stay, so you just take me to work. Yeah. Then I get off and I give you a show. Baby, come here right now. And I know what you be thinking about. Yeah, that's why I'm here. So baby girl, don't you fear. Yeah, I'm on her way. She hates when I leave and she loves when I stay. Make her mad dad just to kiss her on her face. She rubbing on my body just to take the stress away. She makes me to never want this moment to fade. She hates when I leave and she loves when I stay. Make her mad dash, yeah. I'ma stay and crash. I'ma marry just to make it all last. I'm on the way. Yeah, I'm on the way. Oh girl. Yeah, I'm on the way. Yeah, baby, please come here right now. I'm on the way. Yeah, baby, have no fear, cause I'm here. Yeah, I'ma marry just to make this last. I'ma stay over and crash. I'm on the way.
I'm on the way.
All right. You know, so a lot of things that I experienced, right? You know, from things that I've ever done in my life, I've always had a really good feeling, you know, just about my status and my current level in life, if that makes sense. So, you know, it's kind of hard to think that, you know, you're not on the way. That's crazy. You know, so I think right now is just staying in that mind frame, staying in that mindset. Really, that's what it is.